Hey guys, welcome back to the wedding show. We are here with our second guest, is here with Dove Sound Events.
Yes.
Smith Summer is here.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You do more than just weddings, but
Absolutely.
I mean, it's the wedding show, so we're going to talk about the wedding part.
Absolutely.
But tell us, what is Dove Sound Events?
So Dove Sound Events is an all-inclusive event planning and professional development company. We started in 2011 working specifically with sound. So we would work with local musicians and speakers and help them to get booked at their different events. And having the creative side to me that I always did, I always kind of got invited to help people with their weddings. So being we were at those events already, people always asked us for additional vendors and helped. And we thought, why not go into an all-out event planning?
Transition.
It was a very natural transition.
Man. Okay, so bride comes to you.
Yes.
Says, I need help. Where do you start?
First and foremost, I make sure I'm the right fit. Because every event planner, just like anybody, to me, it's an art form with many different aspects of a wedding. And so for me, it's making sure that what my objective is and what I'm after is what they are is too. So the dove is a symbol of peace. And for me, I'm all about creating an environment of peace for your big day. And if that is what you're looking for, then we are a good fit for it. And we go from there with 3 basic questions. And I simply ask, what are the 3 most important things for you? Because there are many different aspects to planning a wedding. And I want to make sure, that whatever is most important to you is what we absolutely spend our time and energy and money focusing on.
Well, I think that's good advice. Like, your 3 most important, that's where you start.
Yes.
Because you're right, planning a wedding, I mean, as those of you who've seen the show, we have tons of different vendors and businesses, and it's overwhelming.
It is. It can be. And so one of the things that I do to help as well is I have a blog called Event Sense. And for me, your event should make sense for you and for your guests, but that should also include your senses, what you taste, what you see, what you hear. And so the more of your senses that you incorporate into your event, the more memorable it's going to be. But at the same time, I want you to focus on the areas that are really important to you. For some people, that might be the entertainment and the music. For other people, like they just mentioned, it's the catering and the food. And then for other people, it could just be going all out into this glamorous, extravagant wedding, but you want to make sure that you dedicate a certain amount of your budget and your time and energy in those areas that are really important to you.
The key word is budget.
Absolutely.
Where to spend it, when, and how,
Absolutely.
And with who.
Yes,
and
yes,
so you help
yes.
with all of those little different avenues.
Oh, yeah. We can do anywhere from day of event planning and just standing there and coordinating and managing, making sure that it's a peaceful transition, to all-inclusive from start to finish. We are as much hands-on or hands-off as you would like us to be.
Okay. Now, how many people are on your staff that help with all this?
We actually have a couple of interns that work with us. We work with multiple vendors, so it really just varies depending on the event. In addition to weddings, we also put on our own events. So obviously we always bring in additional help for those as well. So it really depends on the size. But much like your guest earlier, I am very much involved in all of the events and make sure that the day of, if it's running to grab coffee for you or being there to manage all of the vendors, whatever is going to help you get through that day.
And sometimes coffee the morning of your wedding is
does.
so important to you.
It does.
That caffeine kick at 5 a.m. when you're starting to get ready.
When you've been up all night stressed out about the next
while
day.
the groom-to-be is still in bed sleeping because they don't need hair and makeup. They just need to wake up to have a couple shots and go on their way. So, right, see? We already got a guess. So what's your biggest piece of advice when brides are looking for an event coordinator, whether, like you said, it's from day 1 to the actual day of the wedding or just the day of, what's your biggest advice to them?
Don't pass on an event planner or a coordinator because everybody needs extra help. Now is the age of DIY, and DIY is fantastic. The problem is you can get so consumed in one small detail that all of a sudden you're working on these crafts and you're working on all of these little do-it-yourself projects, and then the day of you realize you have no one to help you set it up. So while your bridesmaids are there, they're there to be in the wedding, and you do not want them ruining their hair and makeup the day of, running around trying to help you set all of that stuff up. Right. So the biggest thing is like I said, just sit there and assess, okay, how much hands-on do I want to be? And then do I want someone simply just to come in the day of or help me handle the entire thing? It really just depends on, what type of bride you are. But don't pass on the court. That's like passing on catering and music and makeup and just getting a dress and walking down the aisle. It's just as essential as anything else.
So do you prefer helping just the day of, or do you prefer seeing it all the way through?
I'm really okay with either. I joke because I am someone who literally, for whatever reason, when the stress level goes up, I perform at my best.
Right.
Well, and so for me, I say I should have either been an emergency room surgeon or an event planner because the day of, I just am in my comfort zone. And so I'm really okay with either. It just depends on making sure that whatever the bride wants is, clearly communicated so I can be that right-hand person for her.
Nice.
Yep.
Anything else that you'd like to say about Dove Sound events?
Go follow us on Facebook and, go on our website, www.dovesound.com, and look at all the different features. Our motto is with you through all of life's important moments. We work with you for weddings, graduations. We help high school students with their application process.
Oh, man.
Funerals, we even help with that. At the end of the day, we really are there to help you through all of life's important moments.
So just like Chef Andy.
Yep, absolutely.
You can be there for the wedding, to planning the first birthday party, to planning the anniversary, so on and so forth.
Exactly.
That's awesome. See, I love our wedding industry because your vendors really can be there all the way through.
Yep.
It's amazing.
It's
great. Thank you so much for
Thank you for having
and
us.
sharing your business.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
have to have you come back and we'll talk a little bit more about maybe, some crazy planning stories because those are always fun.
There's plenty of those. Plenty of those.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back.